Guys, this is the Anarchist. Like, subscribe, check out my other videos. Today I'm covering the top 15 fun decks of the format. These are in a general order leading down to the betters, but you can probably move these decks depending on who's played them up or down, like 5 on the list really. So don't feel insulted if your deck is higher up on the list. It can be lower down. This is how I see it, sort of my opinion. But yeah, let's get started. First, Dragunity. Dragunity have got back Dragon Ravine. They are a very fun deck, and I think should see more play. Hopefully they will do, and they're just a fun deck. Next, Boojins. Boojins are great fun. Well, they're fun. They are a great stun deck. They lock your opponent down, and they should probably see more play. They are good. Yeah. Next, Cyber Dragon. Cyber Dragons have great matchups. I await Cyber Dragon Infinity, which is when they'll become even better, but there are other decks that will make it easier, of course, but Cyber Dragons are a great deck. Next, Battery Men. Battery Men are like Satella Knights, so they make a lot of rank 4s really quickly, and they OTK like crazy. They're more fun in that way. I do like Battery Men, and I just don't think they see enough play really, and they're quite hard to pick up. Some of the cards are quite rare. Next, Blackwings. Blackwings are great. They've got their power cards back. Most of them anyway. They've got new support, and I think they are a good choice to take to locals. Then, Insectors. I personally love Insectors. I think it could maybe be higher. Freeze, Dragonfly and Hornet, of course. I want them up to 2 or 3. But you can do like Shadow Insectors and splash them into a load of different decks and make them OTK or control, or however you want to play them. So they're really fun. I really love the deck. And yeah, next, Sylvans. Sylvans are now quite budget. In a way, they are really fun. They can make the rank 7 plays and everything, and they're just a really cool deck that I hope to see more play on. Now, Yosenju. Yosenju are a really good stall deck, like control, stun, whatever you want to call it. All the normal summoning, quite cool. Next, Hieratics. This is that Hieratics themselves and the Dark Matter Hieratics, which is more what I think is more likely to be played. Dark Matter is still an amazing card, even with the Dragon Rulers getting hit. Next, Mermails. People have kind of forgotten about Mermails. They are at the same force they were like last year. They have most of their cards back. They are still an amazing deck, and you should consider. I don't actually have a card to represent Ritual Beast, so Ritual Beast. These have a huge amount of potential. I am tempted to pick them up because they can infinite loop and deck you out if you play Max C. And now Vanities has gone to 1. They actually got a boost because of it. And I think you should keep an eye on Ritual Beasts as in the future, depending on what support they get or any other cards coming out, they could be incredibly good, just like Infernity was. Next, Heroes. Heroes, I think, are a great engine. As a deck, I see them more as they are now the masked hero ones, which I think the reason why it seems so good as a deck is because it sees a lot of play. Lots of people like to play heroes, but they are beyond the Masked Hero version. If you try to play another, it just seems like an old deck, just trying to be new, and it's trying to do the new things like Xyz and stuff, and it just seems more clunky. So they're like, what, number 4 on the list? But they could, depending on your build, and you may disagree and think they're number 1, of course, but I think it could maybe even be a bit lower down on the list, because as an engine, they're amazing. Darklaw, Anki, half a dozen other Masked Heroes that you can make, Acid and stuff, are all great cards. And splashed into other decks like Mermails or Insectors or Burning Abyss or anything, are great, having that Mask Change second. And Mask Change and Mask Charge are great cards. But it's just, the deck seems a little bit, it's trying to be something that it's not used to. So, yeah. Next is 6 Samurai. 6 Samurai, they've got 2 Shien, they've got like, how many searchers? 3 Gateway, of course. I want to see that back. I played the deck for fun with triple Gateway and even 1 Gateway, and it was insane, and I would love to see that again. But even now with the double Shien, they can still turn 1 double Shien, they can turn 1 Shien Naturia Beast or Barkion and shut down Necros. They have amazing matchups. They are a great deck to pick up, which is why I have it for sale. So yeah. Next, Volcanics. I really like Volcanics as a deck. They got that Volcanic Reload, Volcanic Magazine Reload or something like that. I forget what it is now. And it made the deck playable. It has the most draw power of like any deck at the moment. Just with like being able to, every turn you draw like a minimum of 2 cards, if not of an extra card, if not more, and it's like insane. I really like it, and you don't care what your opponent does. They can Jin lock you. You hardly ever special summon. You then go and nuke their board with the scatter shots. You then get to do a dozen other things, poke for damage, burn, everything else, and I just really like the deck. I'm more into the fast decks, but this is one that I just like because it blows out your opponent's board while leaving you with a set 5. So, yeah. And finally, Fire Fist. I think Fire Fist as a casual deck is going to see a lot of play because we've got Spirit back to 3, and I like that because Fire Fist never got Spirit in the TCG. It was in like pre-limited before they'd printed the card or something, or you may have had a week or something. But I'm glad they finally got it back, as I really enjoyed the Fire Fist Mermail format. It was a good format, that one. It wasn't too amazing, it wasn't too broken, it was just nice, and rogues could compete. So yeah, tell me what you think. Give me your order of whatever you'd put these in. Tell me anything you disagree and why. And yeah, the Anarchist signing out.